on his breath, stars in his eyes. He runs again beneath the new sky.
Last time on Pokemon Horizon Toe Mask, this happens. Ash battled Piran and won. Then he and the rest of his friends set off to find the ultimate Pokemon. Gloria and Go tried to catch Komodo, but lost. Ash ended up making friends with Komodo after defeating it. Brock shows up in the picture and falls hard with Carmen. And Go and Gloria continued catching one last Pokemon, and that would be Mudbraid. Now, let's get down to business right after the theme song.
The memories of crowds collide. Legends gather side by side. No more titles left to claim. Just one throne, one final day.
Champions forged through fire and fight. Now we meet beneath one light.
History waits beyond the flame. Holy One defies the cave.
All the glory, all the fame.
Now the world will know the name. This is the road to the world champion. Heart signal.
No hesitation.
Champions facing champions now.
Only one takes the crown.
Through every clash, every test,
We rise above the very best.
hear the call of destiny.
The next
Champion will be. Stand tall, the world will see. One champion for history.
After Ash and the gang had returned to the Pokespot to recover their Pokemon, the whole gang stick around for the night and meet up with Piran. Brock head overhears the Piran and as he introduced himself. Of course, he got carried away at first until Kokong popped out of his Pokeball and poison jabbed him. Don't worry, show the Bamboo Book of Babes. Both Go and Gloria showed Piran the Pokemon they caught to complete their Pokédex. Piran looked happily inside. She was surprised. She never knew that they had great catching skills of Pokemon in them. Both Go and Gloria had told them that they were great at catching a Pokemon, even since Galar. Go did say that he never did once fail to try to catch a Pokemon, but Ash didn't mention about failing to catch a few Pokemon back when he was traveling with them across the world. They explained to Brock about the Bloodmoon Beast, and also told him about a strange Pokemon. Brock wasn't so sure, never even heard of it, but he is excited about it. Had him curious, and decided to tag along to find out. Of course, Karen and Carmen had to stick around to be prepared for tonight's festival, as it's already coming close. But as any others, they knew if they hurried up a lot, they'll be right on time just before it starts. Parents said they only got until moonfall, so they'll just stick around. If they're anxious for it, they'll allow them to. But Go, Ash, Gloria are determined to see and come face to face with the Bloodmoon Beast. Brock, however, wanted to see it for himself and knew there might be a lot of injuries and trouble going on, so he decided to tag along. Of course. As they set up without hesitation, the 5 of them set off. Jesse, James, Meowth, and Wobbuffet. They had overheard about their mishap for the Bloodmoon Beast, so they decided to go follow. But also, they knew they had to be prepared for the festival tonight, and it was on the same night. But they'll worry about that later. Meantime, they'll need to focus on not only catching Pikachu, but Pachirisu and the Bloodmoon Beast as well. Not long now until our heroes had finally made it to the forest. As Ash, Go, Gloria, and Brock settle down for the campsite, along with Piran and Growlithe. Piran asked them if they would like to take some pictures across the forest to see how they live like. She wanted to catch the spotlight to see how the Pokemon live around here in the forest. Of course, they thought of it and they thought it might be fun. Brock, however, is eager to get an impression. So, well, before they could set out to take some photographs, Team Rocket, dressed as photographers, showed up in disguises. Although they haven't clearly recognized them, and yet they're always stupid enough to not know who they really are. They went along with it anyway. Without even knowing or asking questions who they are, they continued taking pictures. Piran, however, thought there might be good people who were taking pictures of news reporters, like saying news and office, or other personal stuff. But neither did they know they were all ready to get around. They wondered when they'll start taking and seeing the red Bloodmoon Beast. But she said they'll have it at first thing fog tonight. Ash, however, hoped can't get the chance to see it before sending off to the festival. Of course, Gloria, however, just got a head start and did got on the cuts, even sizes for Ash, Go, and Brock. Well, not Brock, but technically Brock got one of his own. However, Team Rocket are anxious and really determined to get at the Bloodmoon Beast before they do. Not to mention both Pikachu, Pachirisu, and Growlithe. They think those other two will be a perfect bonus or at least. In the meantime, for the nightfall, Kitakami is now in the nightfall of darkness. Well, not cruel darkness, but you see the point. However, and they all start talking about their past journeys. Ash, however, explained about all of his past journeys, and also explained about the Pokemon he caught and traveled with, especially with his friends like Brock and Go, but others as well. And when the journey's done, they have to part ways. And that includes Ash's Pokemon, by leaving them all behind without taking them home with them. But even though after all the travels, his Pikachu stayed by his side. Gloria, however, thought it might because it was his favorite Pokemon. But Ash explains that Pikachu was his very best friend and had been friends in the very beginning. Didn't get along at first, but they went through great times, even tougher ones. Go, however, felt the same thing to Cinderace, since it was his first Pokemon that he ever caught, since it was just a Scorbunny. However, it's still at the lab at the seniors park with the other Pokemon. Go, however, thought he might want to start training with not only his Pachirisu, but also with his other Pokemon as well, especially Rillaboom, since it just evolved after his last gym match. And they've been trying to train hard to win battles ever since the Galar League. Gloria, however, thought never did thought of entering the Galar League, but she did thought of when and completing the Pokédex to see the DNA of Dynamax. Rock, however, explained that he wanted to become a Pokemon doctor. Of course, Piran and first, and told them about she wanted to become a very great photographer by taking pictures of very rare Pokemon, not knowing how they meet and how they raised in the wild. Even with Growlithe by his side. Go, however, thought when he might ever evolve his Hisuian Growlithe into an Arcanine. Piran said that decision always depends on if Growlithe is ready to evolve or not. Team Rocket eyed suspiciously, listening to the conversation, and thought that Growlithe could be very useful by giving them to their boss Giovanni. However, Gloria talked to Team Rocket and see if they have any interest in it. Of course, Meowth started to speak. Before he could start answering about a made-up story that he just came up with. A running roar just came in. Mist and fog started to clear up. Everyone started to get puzzled and a little worried. But Piran started to realize and know exactly what it is. He quickly told everyone to come along and quickly, as they all set off. As they went and far up ahead, Team Rocket eyed suspiciously and prepared for the catch of the night. The sky out is very bright for tonight, but the fog is definitely started cleaning up. Ash and the others definitely continued on until they reached the destination. They saw a mysterious shadow appearing. Even Go, who started to get excited, took out his Rotom phone and getting ready to take a picture. Before getting ready to catch it, that is. Before anyone could answer and move, Pikachu, Pachirisu, and Growlithe had been yanked by an iron glove right into the fog out of the darkness, shocking everyone. Suddenly, some evil laughter chuckled right somewhere out in the woods. When the fog cleared, they noticed three photographers, but when they looked again, it was Team Rocket, dressing at the skies. Right after their motto, Ash, Go, and Brock shot shouting, Team Rocket! Like, Gloria and Piran were very much confused. They don't even know who Team Rocket is and never even know who they are. Ash and Go and Brock explained. There are three dangerous criminals who goes around stealing other people's Pokemon that don't rightfully belong to them and use them to try to take control of the world. Not only that, they butted into Ash's lives every time just to try to steal his Pikachu. They were pretty much shocked. Stealing Pokemon is illegal, and they really ain't furious with what they did to their friends' Pokemon, and they demand to give their Pokemon back to them right away. Of course, like always, they refused. And also, they are after the Bloodmoon Pokemon as they are as well. Only this time, they'll catch it and keep it for themselves. But before Ash and Go could start getting ready for a Pokemon battle, a Pokemon appeared. It's an Ursaluna, alright, but different. Ursaluna in blood form. The first time they ever saw an animation. Aaron quickly take pictures and all set for taking a closer look. As Team Rocket got ready to battle and catch it. First, they just put Pikachu, Pachirisu, and Growlithe in a cage. And then, they sent out their Pokemon. Jesse sent out Survivor. And James sent out, well, his Carnivine. Usually just gave him a munching as they tried to attack. But Ursaluna's strength is very overwhelming and overpowered. It started out by using Moonblast. It knocked that Survivor back right to Jesse. Then it started to use high horsepower. It knocked Carnivine back quickly to James. Then finally, Blood Moon Blast. It's so strong, it sent both Jesse, James, Meowth, and Wobbuffet sent flying. But along with Pikachu, Growlithe, and Pachirisu, managed to crash down in the cave, but blast out into different directions. Now, they're worried about their Pokemon. Team Rocket's plan to catch Ursaluna may have backfired, but at least they know they could still make a pretty good comeback when we get a festival first thing tonight. Ash, Go, and Piran are very worried for their Pokemon, and they knew they need to go find him, but they also knew they need to calm down to Ursaluna. Brock and Gloria, however, to call them out, not to worry, they'll go find them for them, as they set off to find Growlithe, Pikachu, and Pachirisu. Ash and Go knew they could trust him, but Piran is so concerned about Growlithe, she wasn't even focusing on taking pictures. Ursaluna was approaching for another attack, as Ash quickly sent out his Cerulege. Go quickly sent out his Rillaboom, and ready for battle. Rillaboom will start using Boom Burst, while Cerulege uses Shadow Claw against Rillaboom, but had no effect, since it's still part normal type, and well as a ground type. Go explains that ghost type moves won't work on Ursaluna, since it's only based out of the original. Ash soon realized, and before he could call back Cerulege, Ursaluna launches another Blood Moon Blast. Rillaboom jumped in the way just in time and took the hit for Cerulege. It was so strong it knocked him out cold. Go quickly calms him back, while Piran took shots on every one of its moves. Cerulege uses Bluster Blade and did some damage, but Rillaboom managed to fight off and uses Stomping Tantrum and launched some rocks right at it. Cerulege was still standing and barely struggling. Go quickly sends out his Absol, and Ray used, well, not much damage. There. Both Ash and Go struggle, trying and dying hard against Ursaluna. But Ursaluna once again used high horsepower and knocked them both out. Go, however, tried using an Ultra Ball to try to catch it, but it grabbed it and crushed it with its bare claws. Piran is feeling impressed and saw how strong the Blood Moon Ursaluna really is, but she's more concerned about Growlithe, hoping that both Brock and Gloria will find it. Meanwhile, both Brock and Gloria searched for Pikachu, Growlithe, and Pachirisu, and they couldn't seem to find them. So they found a cage, but the two Pokemon were not in it. But when they found them, they're on a rock, surrounded by water. Growlithe, however, is too scared to jump in, while Pikachu and Pachirisu tried to help it get in to swim across. Brock, however, was about to send out his newly evolved from Marsh Tom when another Pokemon appeared that he never seen before, and neither did Gloria, shows up and carried them across the shore to them. Another trainer appeared, and they couldn't know who he is. But all we know, he's here to help. Meanwhile, Ash and Go battled against Ursaluna. Go, however, did Gabite back in Sinnoh, but it struggled trying to use its Dragonite moves. Even Ash's newly caught Mightyena had a hard time trying to deal with it. But Ursaluna used Stomping Trend and knocked it out. Then it uses Moonblast right on Gabite and knocked it out faintly. Ash and Go, however, are running out of ideas. Ash sends out his new Komodo ready for battle, as Go sends out one of his new caught Pokemon, Thievul. Ash quickly recognized it and thought it knew it's one of the Thievul's from Wendun City. Go, however, never liked to care to explain about how he caught Thievul, but he knew he didn't have much time, so he said he'll explain it later. Thievul, however, is much stronger than before. Uses Tail Slap. Come on, join in, and use Sky Uppercut. Now, Ursaluna is furious, so he launched another Moonblast. They both dodged it. Thievul launches a Dark Pulse, while Komodo used Hanging Scale. It was effective. Then Thievul used Snarl. Komodo uses Dragon Tail. But Ursaluna thought on hard. Used Blunt Moonblast, nearly knocking the two of them out. Go is, however, frustrated by trying to defeat him. But Ash seemed to be impressed by his moves and got pumped up and excited. Just when he decided to catch Ursaluna. And will catch it indeed. But one small detail. Ursaluna is still struggling on his feet and launches another Moonblast, aiming at Komodo. This time, Thievul jumps in and took the hit, knocking itself out. Komodo stood his ground, looked at Ash. Ash knew what he had to do. He had to terrestrialize. By launching a terrestrialized orb on Komodo, it changed into a dragon type. Komodo and now have been terrestrialized and ready for battle. It uses Claned Scales. Then Dragon Tail. Finally Dragon Claw. And Sky Uppercut. But what's this? Komodo finally unleashes a new move. Close Combat! Ursaluna had gotten exhausted. Fell down tired. Just in time while Brock Gloria had shown up with Pikachu, Growlithe, and Pachirisu. Just before things couldn't get better, Ashes launched the Beast Ball right at Ursaluna and managed to caught it. Ash caught Ursaluna! Piran, however, took a lot of pictures, and she even took pictures of Ash making the great pose of capturing Ursaluna. But when Growlithe appeared, she was so happy she took the last shot at their feet. By mistake. But, however, they were glad and that their Pokemon is back. And Ash was not only happy to catch a new Pokemon, he was most happy to have his Pikachu back. And also, Go is happy to see his Pachirisu is okay. In the meantime, while they're talking on their way back to camp, hearing active about something. There's also supposed to be a festival tonight, isn't there? Of course, they remembered, and they had to go see and check for themselves that they're ready for it. They asked Parent if she'd like to come along, but she said she'll stay a little bit longer and need to prepare for the photos. Plus, there's some Pokemon that she wants to take a look around for herself. And she even told Ash to take great care of Ursaluna. Ash promised he'll take great care of it, just like he took care of all of his other Pokemon, including Pikachu. However, they quickly set off back to the meeting center and quickly got ready to change into their outfit. However, Parent looked at Growlithe and wondered how he managed to get out so come. So I just looked at it and saw the mysterious trainer behind the woods. Don't know the name yet, but they'll find out soon enough. And of course, you know who this guy is. Oh, read it too well. And now it is all. Okay, since now we're finally finished with that, we can now start moving on to the next video, but just to let you know, I'll be taking a break for the next month once more and wait to see if there are any more characters I might need to add in it. And yes, if you case you didn't recognize, I am borrowing a few Pokemon from one of the Pokédex fillers, and also this same character here, that is also from Pokemon Cardinal. And yes, I say that one of those characters. And also, in case you don't remember watching the opening last month on Friday, I did added Blader X. Yes, I know it's a character from Beyblade X, but I'm not actually saying I'm only renaming him Trainer X because I thought of that idea. I watched Beyblade X and I kind of like this character, even though he's has been in disguise. I don't really remember the name, but I'm thinking that it might be the champion from another Pokemon region of Pokemon Winds and Waves. And yes, I am going to base this character out on from that person until he's revealed, including his team of Pokemon. And we'll find out soon enough. I kind of based to see have legendary Pokemon out of his own, but since I'm already starting to get a little bit too much of a head on that, I think it's best I should just ease of it, take my time a little, and also to see the great moves of Pokemon he got. Till then, let's just wait till a couple of months. And since the 6th generation is the next generation is not yet revealed, and Pokemon Horizons anime is still going up ahead and already on a 2-week break, the best thing I could do is just trying to get all my videos ready for this month, including this one, and then it all ready for until next time. And for I kind of finished this yesterday, and yeah, I kind of been interrupted trying to figure it out. I keep slacking off. I'm even supposed to write my diary, and I was gonna write it at work, but I kind of got a cold. But don't worry, I'm all better, and I'm sure I'm going to show you a best video that I'm gonna be making for this summer. Until then, I'll be still making Ash's Pokemon team for the Sinnoh or Unova region after next week, while I make two more Pokemon A and B videos, and I'll be ready in a jiffy. Till then, see you in the next video, and I hope you might like my tomorrow's A and B. Until after that, it's a Phyllis Defeat video with another Pokemon footage. Till then, happy Pokemon Day! No, wait, that was months ago. Oh well, whatever. JC number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, out.